Good afternoon and welcome back to Music Scrap, the Musical Scrapper Part 2. Today I am going to use the fabric that I jelly printed in Part 1 to create a portfolio for my watercolor stuff. Just a minute, get some paint put back away. Get some standing up properly. Yeah, I've got to fix my plate. Oh, there we go. That's what's causing the problem. One fell way over at the bottom. There we go. Oh, okay. All right. So I'm going to be doing some practicing of watercolors, and I need somewhere to store my watercolor pages that I practice on. No, I didn't find my black paint. I think it's on the floor under the desk behind me. It must have fallen off and got kicked back there. And I was too lazy to get down and try and find it. So I've got my black gesso, and since I'm not doing it on my oh my Lord, Lifton, look. Since I am not using it on my jelly plate, I'm just bouncing it on. I can use my black gesso. You don't want to use gesso on your jelly plate because it has enough texture that it can kind of ruin your plate a little bit. All right. So, let's see here. Oh, Canadian gymnasts are competing. So are the Americans. Finals, I guess, eh? Yeah. All right. So, move my Be Right Back sign that I had. By the way, if you're watching this on recording on YouTube, I do record live on Ustream.tv. So if I'm talking to people, they are actually live, real people. Yes, sirree Bob. Okay, so I want to make it 15. Because I've got some paper that's 11 by 14, so I want to make it 15 by the 12. So I just need to take one and make 2 3-inch cuts. This is the trimmer I use solely for chipboard and other papers that might dull my blade quicker. I won't. My Stampin' Up! Trimmer I use for my papers solely. Paper and photos. So I'm going to make a 3-inch. And then you just have to flip it over. That cuts all except for that last layer. So you just turn it over, line it up, and do like a swipe, and it'll cut that last layer. And 3 inches for the back. And I think for the inside on the bottom, I'm just going to do a double layer of just going to do a double layer of sorry, I'm just going to do a double layer of fabric on the bottom, like on the hinge at the bottom of it. So, what I want to do is... So I guess first I want to decide which I want to be the front. This one, I think. All right, so this is going to be the front. Sorry. Where do I buy my chipboard? Well, it's Graphix Chipboard, Graffix 12 by 12 chipboard. I buy mine at Scrap and Great at a store, online store here in Canada. And when she has a sale for free shipping with $50, I'll buy my 12 by 12 chipboard because it's so heavy, right? So I'll buy 1 or 2 bundles of chipboard. It comes 25 sheets of 12 by 12. So I'll buy a couple of bundles and then whatever else I have to add to make my $50 to get my free shipping. She has that deal, Scrap and Great Deals, I think it's called. Is it? No, Scrap and anyway. It's a Canadian place, Vicky. Oh, but are you in Canada? Are you in Canada, Vicky S? It's outside London. But they don't have the black, unfortunately. Joann's has the black, but it's expensive right now. Well, actually it's not because it's cheap. It's quite a bit cheaper even with the exchange. It's about the same. But then there's the delivery, right? So... Oh, you're in Missouri. Okay. Well, try, just a second. Stuff for scrapbooking. Let me get the link. Eileen, can you check and see if my links are open? I'm going to look it up here. I'm pretty sure they have it. Just a second. It came up with stuff for crafts, but I know there's stuff for scrapbooking too. Hold on. Ugh, that's why I'm on stupid old... Never mind, I'm not going to say it out loud. I have to stream from Google Chrome. Here we go. Here's the link. Really, Jillian? Amazon.ca has the black. Well, that's good to know because I love the black stuff. Well, there you go. And I have Prime. Well, that's good to know. Next time I need it. Okay, so I want this. Okay. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is add on my piece here. So I think in order to make this nice and strong, I'm going to adhere it with some Tyvek. I think I have some Tyvek here. There we go, Tyvek envelope. Ooh, that kind of got messed up that side. Okay. So let's make it 2 inches. Yeah, but Amazon Canada doesn't have everything, Janet. We're not as lucky as you guys. It really doesn't. Well, actually, I think I'm going to do it this way. Probably easier. Look at that, I'm getting fingerprints all over everything. Oh, right, I'm going to need two more because I'm going to do it on each side of this. So I need 2 more 2-inch strips. Oh, Amazon forgot who you are, Eileen? That's terrible. Why did I do it this way? Jean, that was so stupid. Oh, Lord, lift and die, Moses. Silly girl. That's okay. I have to do it on both sides, so it doesn't matter. I'll do it this way first. And then it will pull up the other side. Wow, really? I guess people just aren't shopping high-end clothing anymore. I'd rather shop at Walmart and get more for their money. This stuff is great, especially if you have this width to keep for like your homemade whoops. Homemade deli paper and stuff. It doesn't matter because I'm going to use this tape to adhere the fabric as well, so Oh, really, CB? I thought it was kind of high-end price. Ugh, I could be wrong. Not that I would know. I just always thought it was, you know. Okay, so that's the front. Now I do need to cut another 2 more pieces of Tyvek to do my front one, or the back one, whatever, my other side. Now I'll do this one 2.5 inches since that's how, no, 2 inches is good. 2 inches does the trick. That's beyond the dirty. Not that it matters that it's dirty because it's going to be covered anyway. This is really great because it's strong, but it's not going to add a thickness. You're not barely even going to notice it through my fabric when I put it on. That's what I like about the Tyvek. I should probably put the better sides together so I get a better join. Gotcha, Jenna. So higher end, but so good quality, but good prices. Gotcha. Gotcha. Guess I'm just a cheapie when it comes to clothes. Although I do like shopping at Pennington's because they do have my plus size stuff that actually fits me. All right, I need to sit something here to hold it till I get down that far because it's popping up on me. There we go. I won't say that on the recording, although I'm very tempted to. Very tempted to reveal that secret of yours on the recording, Jenna. Okay. So my sisters and brother-in-law and nieces and Till and Elisa are all coming up this weekend. They're going to our zoo here on one day and the water park on another day. And so I'm going to get together. We're going to go out for supper on Saturday, so I'll get to see them all. I'm not going to the water park, and I'm not going to the zoo because I can't walk around enough to do either. I might think about going to the zoo if they had an electric cart. I should call and see if they have an electric cart at the zoo. I wonder. Oh, it is, Janet. It's amazing. I love this wide tape for projects like this. Ugh. It's expensive, but actually when you figure it out compared to like the width of like the 1/2 inch times, like this is 2.5 inch. So this is not the same price as 5 1/2 inch rolls. So it is cheaper if you're going to do projects where you need wide tape like I do. I've had it for a while. Like I only use it when I'm doing projects, building projects where I need it. So, hey, Terry! Macadamia, I didn't see you come in. Hello, hello, hello. Well, I'm sure they have them at Walmart, Eileen. Nah, that's the problem, apparently. All right, so this is going to be the front. I forgot about the inside. I didn't do enough. I'm going to have to do plain on the inside. I'm just going to have to cover it with plain fabric. Oh, well. I'll worry about that later. Okay, so now I need my tape. I don't know. I'm going to call and ask, actually. I don't want to do the water park just because that's too expensive to go in and sit and watch the kids. And it's not like they can leave and drive me home because it's way over on the other side of the city. So, yeah. But the zoo is different. It's in the same area as the water park, but it's a really nice zoo. We've got 3 little tiger cubs. We've got 3 baby tigers. So oh, I should have gessoed this. Because it's going to show through. I should have gessoed my chipboard so it would be white. Let me see. Maybe I'll just waste one. I wasted a little piece of that too, but let me see what it looks like first. Let me see if it looks too dull. I just don't want it to dull it down, that's all. Oh, that's not too bad. Okay, never mind. Ixnay the gesso. Alright, so now I have to trim off this part that I messed up. Use that on the other end. Oh, I guess I can use wet glue in the middle. I'm just going to use this on the outsides, I think. So I think should have went over the edge, but that's okay. I should have went halfway over on the edges, but see, you learn by doing things and messing up in the beginning. Hey Terry, oh yeah, I'm sorry, I am making a portfolio to for my watercolor practice stuff, because they're individual pages, right? 9 by 12 and 11 by 14 pages that I'm going to be practicing my watercolor on. So I just decided to make a portfolio style thing instead of all right, I want to do so when I do the back side, I'll remember along the edge to go halfway over. Sorry, I was a little loud taking that drink of coffee. I do apologize. Nothing like doing sound effects. Oh no, Galena. Whoops. Okay. Well, I think just because I'm actually going to use all tape instead of wet glue. I detest wet glue, and I'm not patient enough to let it dry. And then it goes blobby under your paper. So I'm just going to use this. On my inside, on the inside, I may not do the whole thing, but we'll see. Why not? It's for my special work. Why not use the tape if you have it, right? Okay, so you need to burnish it nicely so it adheres to your chipboard, because you don't want to pull up the paper of the chipboard when you glue down. Okay, so first of all, though, I'm going to have to go down the edge of this. That edge is the salvage. So that should work. And I'm going to put over the plain paper over top. So, all right. So the only one I have to really fix is this one, is this edge. And I need to try and trim it a little better here. Now that's across the grain, so of course it won't tear this way. And then I'm going to take a strip of tape and go across like this. This is my type of hem. See? This is, if I had my choice, this is how I'd hem my pants too. If I ever had to hem pants. Tape is good. Tape and fold. Tape and fold. Although you'd have to do it every time you wash them, but anyway. No, this is not my secret project, Shayrianne. My secret project is knitting. And it's going to be a couple of months before it's finished, so. Yeah, can't work on my secret project online because the person that it's for would see it. There, a perfect edge. Oh, yeah, dodgy. And you want to put your chipboard in there first before you turn it down. Duh. All right, where's my chipboard? Here we are. Alrighty, so it's going this way. So, I'm making a portfolio to hold my watercolor pages that I work on. So it's a portfolio. It's going to be a portfolio, I should say. Oops. Okay, I'm going to do that right to there like that. I don't want to take the back off just yet. I just want to get the top sorted first. The trick always is to find the best way that you can get this put down without getting things all crooked and messed up and wrinkled and whatever. There we go. All right. So now I want to sit this. Okay, I have to try and find the best way to do this. And still be able to see what I'm doing. Alright. And hope that you guys can see what I'm doing. Try and get it in the middle of this here. Okay. Alrighty. Alright. So next will be to remove this. Sorry if I'm off camera. This is kind of awkward. I'm just trying to find the best way to do this. I only need to take off 2 of those. I didn't get that very straight, dang it all. Okay. But at least fabric is not going to pull up the tape like paper does, because the fabric's not going to stick to the paper and ruin your paper. Oh, dang it all. I have a plan for my sides, so do not fear. Do not fear. I'm going to be making like a little accordion side for it. Come on, really? Ugh. Okay. Fold that over. Make sure you make one side and fold it down before you do the other side, in case it'll be too tight. Why would it be? I don't understand what you mean, Eileen. Because I'm going down to the bottom and then I'm leaving room right here on the bottom. You'll see what I'm going to do. Okay, I think I'm going to have to do it this way because I've got my icky dirty water the other way and I don't want to totally mess everything up. So now, got a little wrinkle there, so I'm just going to pull it up. Oh, the left side and the right side? Oh, yeah, I know. They're not, the left and the right side aren't getting folded right over. You'll see. I don't know why that peeled like that. It doesn't usually come apart like that. Strange. Must not have had it. It's really strange. Tape wasn't overlapping or anything, I don't think. Well, maybe it is. There we go. I don't know if Eileen realizes that it was on. I felt like I lost a sister when she disappeared. It was like, no, Eileen, you can't be sick. You can't be sick. She was like my in-the-box sister. Okay, so now I need to go, keep it folded like this, and just kind of little by little fold it down. so there's one side. So there's one side. Now, the trick for the next side is that I'm going to leave maybe an inch space or so. Let's see, what do I want to do? Yeah, not an inch, maybe just an inch maybe. Okay, so I'm going to get the other one ready and then do it on there. So let's get the other side ready. The chipboard ready, that is. Yes, Terry, I jelly plated the fabric using my 6-inch round jelly plate. That was part 1. All right, so now I want to remind myself that, but I don't think I have to on this one. Because it's going to come up over. Yeah, so I am not going to, I'm not going to go over, I don't need to go over the edges. However, I think I should gesso the edges, and I should have gessoed the edge there too. No, I can fold the edge in. Yeah, no, I don't have to gesso the edges. I'll fold it in, but for now I don't have to worry about that. Okay. Yes, I did do the fabric today. I know a quilter would faint, Eileen, for goodness sakes. I'm not a quilter. I'm a builder. I am not a quilter, I'm a builder. All right? If I need tape on the edges, I'll do that later, because it's too hard to plan. I have the idea in my head, but I'm not exactly sure how it's going to work out. So I'm just going to add the tape as I need it. I've been on since 1 Eastern. My usual time on Thursdays. Terry Crubble Macadamia. Well, I was actually about 15 minutes late because we had a thunderstorm just as I was about to start. So I was like, what, 15, 20 minutes late maybe? I just wanted to, I waited to make sure there wasn't going to be any more big storm. But it totally bypassed us, thank goodness, to the north. Northern New Brunswick's really gotten pummeled with thunderstorms this summer. La, 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 la. I know, Shay Rianne, it doesn't, I haven't clicked, but just know that I usually come on and I tweet if I don't. Mondays at 4, Thursdays at 1. If I'm not going to stream, I always tweet. So just plan on that. You can't depend on getting an email because sometimes the only people I get an email from, I do not get an email from Dee Dee, and I know some people do. Kathy sends an email. She sends. I get. Sorry about that. Kathy, Ange, and Debbie Epps. Those are the only 3 people that I get emails from when they start streaming. So nobody else. I don't get emails from anyone else. And I know some people get them from Dee Dee, but I don't. So I have no idea. So, like I said, just watch you stream because someone always tweets when someone starts streaming. That's the easiest way to find when people are on. So, oh, you still jelly plating, Carrie? Or did you nod off? Gotta move my gesso out of my way here for now. To decide whether I'm going to keep these papers. If I make tape out of these things I jelly plated today, I might keep. Yeah, exactly. So you just can't depend on getting an email and only come if you get an email because you're going to miss streams if you do that. That's all I'm saying. It's unfortunate, but I don't always listen to my emails when they come in anyway right away. So I've got notifications checked in my settings, so I can't do anything other than that. But I do tweet. Okay, so now the trick is to get these lined up straight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay them on top of each other. I think this is going to work the best. Lay them on top of each other. Then, let's see. Decide how much space. Where is that extra piece of chipboard that I cut off? There's a narrow one right here. So actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in between. And, yeah, maybe what, about an inch? That has to be straight. I might be better off using my ruler. Be better off using my Tim Holtz ruler. Wherever it is. I don't know where my Tim Holtz ruler is. So I'll use this one and I'll just line it up. Okay, I'll line it up on the yellow there. Line it up on the yellow here. Whatever that distance is, because I just want to leave a little bit of a gusset there. Line them up. Oh, for heaven's sakes. My fingers are sticking to the tape. Oh dear. Okay, hold on. Okay. Oh my lord. I should just draw a line, I guess, because this is not going well. All right, something's getting... Oh, there's my Tim Holtz ruler. This will be easier to line up. I wish I had repositionable tape. That would work perfectly, but okay, this will work. It'll work. It'll work. It has to work. Once I get it started, I'll be fine. This is just how I'm trying to leave my gusset at the bottom. There we go. All right. Oh, sure, Mindy, I do have painter's masking tape. That would have been smart. Duh. Oh. Anyway, I got it going now. Now I just have to keep it from wrinkling all over the place. Oh, yay, Sophia. Woohoo. Way to go. I still have, I don't know, I have 9 or 10 pages left to do. A couple of them I'm not going to do. A couple of them I'm not going to do because they just don't, the prompts don't inspire me, so I'm just going to skip them. There. Doesn't have to be perfectly straight. Anyway, I just wanted, I did want a good, the same amount to be left at the bottom. I don't care about that. Okay. So now, okay. So, all right. So now I want to do is all right. So that's going to, this is going to fold down and then fold down, and it's going to make a, I'm going to have just magnets on it, so that'll close it. And then I'm going to do the edges are going to close over as well. So it will expand a little bit. So the edges need to get folded over. A portfolio. Just a portfolio, not a book. It's just going to be like an art portfolio that, you know, like professional artists have. And my seam, I'm really crooked over on, really, really crooked. Dang it all. After all that, I'm like so totally crooked. I should have just lined it up to that side. I wonder if I lift it up if my tape will still hold. After all that, I'm just going to, see, you learn by doing things wrong. Usually, me anyway. I should have just, hold on. It's because I don't have enough room on my freaking desk. Ugh, as big as it is, there's no room. Why didn't I just do this in the first place? That's my straight edge. So since I know that edge is straight, I just need to put my ruler there. See, that's the thing though, I can't see. So I think what I'm going to do is Mindy's idea. I'm going to do Mindy's idea. I'm going to take some tape. There's my painter's tape. Where'd it go? Hello, where are you? Great. Sure, it's here. So, don't do things my way because I always do things the hard way. Oh, there it is. Never mind, I found it. I just need to use my scissors to pick it up. So, I'm going to do Mindy's idea. I'm going to take painter's tape and make my line. It's muslin, yeah, cotton muslin. Just bought it a piece, whatever it's called at Walmart. that's too far away. Come on, Jean. Jeez Louise. This is it. I've got to get my desk cleaned. Not like it'll stay clean, but got to get it organized the way I would want. How come it's so much? Oh, for heaven's sakes. I should have just left it, because I could have just corrected the crookedness off it. All right. Going down, and it's gonna stay down no matter what. Jeez Louise. I'm recording, yes. Okie dokie. Part 1 is the jelly printing off the fabric, and I still have some stuff to add to that, so, okay. All right, so that's that. All right, now for the sides. I have to decide how I'm going to do this. If I'm going to... Oh, I can take that tape off now because I didn't even end up using it. I ended up just using my eyes. So if I do it in like this, and then so I'm going to do it over the edge. So I'm going to do it like this. I think the plan is to do this, and then I can connect them down this edge. So I think that'll work. Okay, so that's what's going to go next. All right, so I need my narrow tape. Where did my tape go? I don't need my wide one. I just need my narrow one. I know I threw it out of the way, but where did I throw it out of the way? Thanks, CB. All right, Petka, thanks for coming. I should really zoom out a little bit so you guys can see a little better this whole thing that I'm doing. So let me zoom out a bit. And oops, this way. Oops, no, it won't. Oh yeah, okay, so that's what it's gonna, she's gonna get. That's on the edge. All right. Let me just make sure it's focusing. All right. Okay. So I've got the... Anybody see where I put my roll of tape? And I threw it out of my way. Oh, here it is. I put it on my paint cart. hope I didn't miss saying hi to anyone else. If you're just coming in, this is part 2 of today's recording. On part 1, I jelly printed the fabric that I'm using on this portfolio I'm making for my watercolor practice prints. Okay, so let's do this side first. So it doesn't matter because I'm going to cover it over anyway. So this is part 2. Oh, now I do need it up here as well because this is going to come down over. So, glad I noticed that before I continued. Yeah, well, I didn't want a journal because I don't want to bind. I don't want anything that bind because it's like for example, here's my 2 of my watercolor things. So, like, it's not like I can bind this, right? So I just want to have a portfolio to stick these things in. So it's not going to have a binding or anything. It's just like a fancy file folder. Basically, like a portfolio, like a real artist would have. Yeah. All right. I'm making this look way harder than it is because it's the first time I've done it. If I did it a second time, number 1, I would make sure I had more space on my desk. Right. Number 2, I would know exactly what I was doing if I was doing it the second time. Yeah, I've covered journals with fabric, and yes, it's much easier than this because I'm putting the whole thing together. It's trying to decide how much space I need at the bottom so it can grow. And I think I'm going to cut a thin piece of chipboard to actually make a bottom. Maybe not. Nah, I'm not. It'd be better if I don't do that. All right. So, this is just going to come over and go like that. Yeah, exactly. All right, so I need a little piece of tape up here. And I think I'm going to want to, no, I'll just have, no, I was going to miter it, but I think I'll just line it up. I'll just line it up. Burnish it with my thumb. Oh, you guys, I'm sorry I'm not even in camera shot, but it's because I don't have enough space on my desk. Let's see if I can move the camera a smidge towards me here. There we go. There. That helps. Yes, I am talking iffy. Of course, you can't hear that, so. Okay. See, and then I'm going to cover the insides as well. Okay. So now I just need to add my tape on this side. Pay expectations, Paula? I would say for pay expectations, I would say $2 an hour over minimum wage. I would say at least $2 an hour over minimum wage, and saying interested in progressing to a management position. That's what I would put. Or even $1 an hour above minimum wage working towards a management position. That's what I would put. Oh, sure, Terry. We can do that. I didn't even watch Sunday's show because I looked at the spoiler and I was ticked off. I was really ticked off at who is nominated. I was starting to like Paul and everything. And then he did this. Oh, dear. And BBUK is even worse. uh. Well, exactly, Paula. Or Paula, just say negotiable, although above minimum wage or something like that. Yes, there is Big Brother in Canada, Vicky. It's usually it's a February to or a March to June kind of thing. They do it from March to June. So on the Big Brother Canada runs off season to the Big Brother US ones. Let's just put it that way. And I really like the challenges better in Big Brother Canada. The house is way cooler in Big Brother Canada. Okay, so I didn't even see who got this week's care package, but anyway. I just got so ticked off. I wouldn't even watch Sunday's show. Because I knew it was going to happen anyway, so it's like, why watch it? Same with last night's show. Yeah, me either, Vicky, really. I've never seen such a stupid group of people. Honestly. They're dumb as doornails, all of them. All right. Oh, darn it. This side. Oh, no, it doesn't have to. That's okay, because I'm going to be covering it anyway, so it doesn't matter. It's going to get covered anyway. I just want to try and do it. Just want to try and do it straight, at least. Uh-oh. This side's not going to be as wide. Dang it. It's barely going to reach there. All right. Doesn't matter if it's straight. Same. So I didn't quite get it in the middle. Can be a little tuck there. I guess I didn't need to. Okay, can't do it that way because it's cut so crooked. That. May have to really do some saving here. This is strange. Really crooked. Don't know how to do this side because it's so crooked here at the top. That's okay. I can cut it. That's all right. I can cut that side to. Okay. I'm gonna have to do a little repair work up the side here because it's not even reaching. So that's okay. I will just do patchwork right there. Because I'm not going to need this whole length. So what I'm gonna do is well, that didn't even tear very straight. Oh well, that's okay. So what I need to do is just do a little patchwork right here. Cut off a piece and add it on. That's what it's gonna happen. Gonna just get added on. Nobody will know but all of us watching. All right, so too wide. Don't look, Eileen. Oh, really, CB? Oh, man. That's disappointing because I really did like him until you just told me that. Dang it. It's very disappointing. Oh, come on, really? Oh, no, Paula. Of course not. Gosh. Because this is going to get joined anyway, so it'll get covered over. There. Patchwork. Alright, so now I need to turn down this edge at the top. I really should have moved my water container for today's show if I had thought ahead enough. See, I ripped that and it still didn't even rip straight. Oh. Ouch. That was my big roll of tape just fell down off my desk. Okay. Now, this is going to have to roll over twice because I have to make it look like a hem because it's going to shoot. Oh, no. I can bring the... Yeah. Better just in case. Roll it over and then roll it over. Alright, so I need a strip of... Let's see. Alright. Does anyone else stream this evening? I don't think anyone else comes on, do they? Oops. Ugh. Dang it. Oh, wait, now. I gotta put it down this way a little bit so I can start turning it up. And then move the get it started straight, and then I can just kind of do it like this. Oh, see, I still don't have enough room to do what I need to do. Open it up. Put it on my knee. Put it on the edge of the desk. There we go. Try and get it going at least kind of straight. There we go. Now, I think what I'm going to do is, see, this is going to come down over, and I'm going to put magnets on it, so it doesn't match up. It's not perfect, but that's okay. I still have to attach. All right. I was kind of thinking that when I attached these, I'd attach, yeah, okay, so that's the plan. Fold it over from the back, okay, and then put the front down. So that's the plan. All right, so what I'm going to do here is this is going to come over. This is going to have to get mitered because I still have to do another fold over. That's going to get pretty thick there. So that might have to get mitered. Thank you, Terry. Yes, you can. You can, for sure. Now, I'm never going to need to wash this, so I didn't have to worry about using fabric medium with my paint. But yes, you can use fabric paints for sure. And jelly plate a t-shirt or apron or whatever. Sure. You sure can use fabric paint. Thank you, Eileen. It's still have a couple of things to work out. So that's going to be that. And I'm going to have magnets. A couple of magnets. So now I just need to do the inside. And the inside's just going to come all the way up here. I just wonder, should I just use paper on the inside, you guys? Except for here. Across here. No, I can't use paper because I have to come all the way up to there. So now I have to somehow cut a piece of fabric to match okay, so if I do that, it's going to give me at least 2 straight edges, right? So just need to go over the edge of that just a little bit. And so let's just measure. We just need to do to the edge of the, okay, so excuse me. All right, so I'm gonna do it here, and then I'll get a better estimate in a minute. I know Eileen likes that sound. Well, it's just the inside, right? You think Craftex? Yeah, so I can put some Craftex on the spine there. Where is my Craftex? Craftex. Yeah. True, CB. Very true. Might be too see-through. What if I gesso? I can gesso. I can add some white gesso. That will make it look nice, right? If I white gesso it. I did. You would use Craftex? What, for the whole, Eileen, for the whole inside, you mean? There's a really huge leg. Okay. Craftex on the whole inside. Okie dokie. All right. Probably should have just used Craftex in the first place. Where did I put my Craftex? You're challenging me, Eileen. Challenging me. And it's a huge freaking bolt. I never get it cut right. Oh, you know. I think it's in my closet. Yeah, no. I'm not using Craftex. May have to get my jelly plate out and print this. Let's get it measured. If I have to get out my jelly plate again, I will get out my jelly plate. Excuse me. Because I'm too lazy to go search down my Craftex. Just saying. Too lazy. Won't be a nice edge if I have to cut my Craftex, Eileen. I can't cut with scissors. So the Craftex is going to be terrible. It's not going to be straight at all. So, yeah, no. I'll just jelly plate this. Because I'm too lazy to go look for... I'm going to have to put some powder on that or something. Or paint over top of it because it's sticky still. So, let's see. Let's find the spot where I need to cut this off. Well, exactly, Janet. That's what I was thinking. It's on the inside, so who cares? I think I'm going to just gesso the cardboard, the chipboard, and put this on like this. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to gesso the chipboard. And what I'm going to do down here is I'm just going to trim a piece of chipboard. 3/4 of an inch, I think it is about. Hi, Linda. Quiet, ladies. I can't hear Jean Craft. You mean you can't hear me growl? It's a little too wide. Do 1/2 inch and another 5/8 then. Let's do 5/8. Because the paper of jelly plated prints won't fold as nice as the cloth will. I don't think I have any jelly plated prints that I like enough to use. So Oh, hold on. Oh no, that's about, trying to get it about the middle of that, but I guess that would be about right. I had it about the right spot. All right, so now I need to make sure that the piece I'm using, what did I do with the piece I'm using? Okay. Make sure this end that I ripped, I want to fold it down so that it doesn't fray. Okay. Okay. The other two edges are, well, one's a selvage edge and one is a, I'm going to have to turn up that other edge. I'm not going to turn up the selvage edge, but Janet, that's because we've had to fill in for her while she was MIA. So now we're all kind of starting to sound a little bit like Eileen. But No one's quite like her. We tried our best, but definitely not replaceable. So don't go anywhere, Eileen. Just saying. Okay, so one more end here. Did Carrie fall asleep on the sun deck? I haven't heard her. I know she was jelly printing, but I haven't seen her. Is she still in my list or not? Oh, 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 oh. It's falling, it's sliding. There we go. All right. So now, now I need to add my tape to the inside. I'm just trying to decide whether I'm just going to do the edges like that. No, I kind of decided already that I was going to turn one in, but I don't know if I have enough space to do that. I don't think I do. So I think I'm just going to tape them together just like that. I wish I had fabric. Question, Eileen or Jana or someone, would I be better off using like my Scotch brand glue along here than the tape? Which would hold better? I can't sew it because I don't sew. Although I could, I know what I could do, you guys, on the sides. What do you think of this? If with my, what about this for the sides? Snoozing Pixie, maybe. What about this? What if I punched some holes with my Crop-A-Dile and just stitched up the sides with yarn maybe or something? No, it's not. I folded it in. It's a folded in edge. See, I folded the edges in, Janet. So it's not a rough edge, no. What do you think? Or a ribbon or something? That would look nice if I used a ribbon, or I've got a really nice bright green cotton yarn. Huh. I can just sew up the edges. I think that's what I'm going to do with the edge. Okay, I've decided what I'm going to do with the edge. Now I can finish the rest of it. Okay. So I think, yeah, so that's what I'm going to do with the edge. Now I need to put my tape. Oh, I hope I did this the right way. Oh, I did, thank goodness. I thought I did it the wrong side for a moment there. Woo. All right, so this, I have to decide. Am I going to do this and then fold this down, or didn't make it long enough. Well, darn it. Because I folded it in, I didn't make it quite long enough. Well, that sucks. It's wide enough. That's okay. I think what I need to do is to fold that down like that. And then that can be my, okay. So that's the way that's gonna work. Okay, so I need to put my tape on. But I think I should actually put the tape on the fabric so that I get it exactly the right width and size and stuff. So I'm actually gonna put the tape on this. And I need my big roll of tape. Where did it go? Way down there. One moment, please. I need to use my scissors as grabbers. Get my foot down off my footstool. Oh, my knees are bad today. Oh. Okay. Hold on. Hook it. Come on. Where are you? Here, works great as a pickup tool. Okay. Eesh. Yeah, that's what I thought, Janet. Could grow as I need it to. All right, Janet thinks that's a good idea to sew up the edges. So that's what I'm going to do. Well, for Fooey's sake, I went down over the edge of it. Yeah, and it's not like it has to be a really tight, I could just do like a blanket stitch or whatever along the edge, because it it doesn't have to be a tight stitch, right? Because it's just papers going inside. It's not like I'm going to have little bits of this and that that are going to fall out. So it doesn't have to be a really tight. Wake up, Janet says, wake up! I was just thinking the same thing, Janet, that everybody's being kind of quiet. I guess I'm wearing them out. Oh, good. As long as you're not talking because you're arting or working away, that's fine. I've just figured, well, since I'm doing this, I may as well be recording and being here to keep people company, right? No point sitting and doing it all by myself. I don't do... If I'm going to sit by myself, I knit and watch Olympics. Ooh, cycling! Ooh, Team Pursuit, I think. Or is it the time trial? Ooh, it's Canada and they're behind. Rats. I like watching them drive in circles. Yeah, it must be the time trial because there's no one else on the track with them. Sorry, got distracted by the TV. I apologize. So once I get this tape on, I'm going to gesso the inside of that. Just so it kind of looks a little cleaner, a little whiter. Oh, I guess I... Why am I trying to rip it instead of cut it? Ugh, Jean, you silly girl. Silly, silly girl. I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. Oh no! Oh, I hate that, Paula. When it's that humid and hot, though, the fan just blows hot air on you and just doesn't really cool you down a whole lot. I'm glad I've got air conditioning this summer, let me tell you. Very glad. Got my AC working in the window. I have to buy some Javex, some bleach, spray some bleach out on the algae that I've got growing on my deck. Ugh. I'm using a lot of tape, aren't I? Well, I guess I didn't have to probably cover this whole thing with tape, but I don't want it to be all moving around and stuff. So. Yeah, it's only tape, right? It's only money. And it's a lot easier and neater than trying to use wet glue. Let me tell you, I do not like trying to use wet glue. Don't let me start peeling these off until I make sure I gesso the inside of my... I don't want to forget to gesso. I seem to be a little crooked up here, but that's okay. I don't really care. I'll just put tape on it. Alrighty. I profusely sweat all the time, so that's not necessarily just a... Okay, so before I do that, I'm going to gesso. Just to... Oh. I'm going to have to gesso over this tape. I don't need it anyway because I taped the whole side of that. So that was where I accidentally taped where I didn't really need to tape. And I'm going to see how my silicone brush does with gesso. Come on, really? Ugh. Ugh. Come on. For goodness sakes. What? That's not even sticking down? Why is it not sticking down? Okay. Gesso. Where's my white gesso? My white gesso's right here. Ugh. Okay. And I'm going to use my cool new that's interesting. The gesso doesn't want to stick to the tape, and it's not going to stick to the Tyvek, but that's okay because the Tyvek's white anyway. No, that doesn't work as well as it does for glue. Because it kind of, it's not too bad, I guess. Hey Sarah, welcome back. Oh yeah, I'm getting this put together. I'm not going to stop until it's done, well, except for the sewing part. I may not do that on stream because I'll have to do that right up to my nose. It's interesting how the gesso does not want to stick to the tape. I may have to go back and do like a second. Yeah. I'll just do that first row and then I'll go back and add a second. Yeah, it does not want to stick to the tape. That's interesting. Maybe if I get even just a thin row on and dry, then I can go back over it and uh-oh. Hold on. I messed up my spine. Ah. Sarah, are you wanting to stream? Because you can go ahead and stream if you want. I'm just putting the inside on here. I'll just keep recording. You can go ahead if you want to stream. I know you didn't get to on Tuesday. And of course the chipboard really soaks in the gesso too. So I'm going to dry this and do another layer. Oh, I better put this somewhere safe. I don't want to get anything on it. My watercolor paintings. And my fabric fell. One moment. Ugh. I wish I had longer arms like my sister. Ugh. Oh, okay. All right. Just wanted to make sure. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. All right. So okay, I think that side's dry. This side's not quite dry, almost. It's a wet spot there where it's thicker. And I'm gonna have to do a second coat, especially hoping over this tape that it'll take the second coat. Let's try. Oh well, it's not gonna look even underneath my, but I'm not gonna be looking on the inside anyway, so I really don't. I should have just left it as it was. Oh well. I'll just try and get a second coat on this to see if it'll cover up or not. And it doesn't look like it's wanting to at all. I thought maybe if I got a thin first coat on that maybe a second coat would stick, but it doesn't look like that's gonna happen. It's not, it's just, that's okay, whatever, not gonna bother. Alright, so I'll have to dry this since I'm using tape and not wet glue. Heat gun again. So, if I didn't say hello to anyone who's here in my room, hello. If you're watching the recording on YouTube, remember that this is being recorded live with a live chat. So I'm not really just talking to myself. Eileen is a real person. So is Janet and Linda and Sarah. They are all friends in the box, Fibs. Yes. Everyone's just busy working away, Paula. Yep. So your test worked. Has to be dry so that the tape will stick. Oh, I really like how this is gonna look, I think. I think I'm really gonna like it. Like it a lot. Uh-oh, there's a really wet spot. There, just thin it out with my fingers and all is good. Then it'll dry. Okie dokie. Alrighty, so now I'm just going to take off one piece of tape at a time and lay this puppy down. You can still see the tie back through that, but it's the inside, so what's the difference, right? Okay, am I? Yeah, I'm basically on screen. As good as I can get with this crowded desk I have. Alright, thanks, Rebecca. I sure will. I will definitely post on Twitter the completed project. Yes, ma'am. Okay. You know, that's not quite dry, so I better get my heat gun out on that a little bit more in the center, or this tape is not going to stick to it. Trying to make sure I'm not out over the edge of the... Eileen, I didn't ignore you. I just didn't agree with you. That's as usual. I just decided not to do what you suggested and use my Tyvek because I was too lazy to get up and go get my Tyvek. And I've got another wet spot up here. Eat good. I don't ignore her. I just say no and move on. There's a difference. I'm not gullible like Jen. Jen always gets into following E.T.'s ideas. All right. Oh, you said stamp backgrounds on the inside? Oh, well, that's a good idea, Eileen. I can do that. I'm going to have my black gesso out. Well, I didn't ignore it. I just didn't see it, Eileen. There's a difference. I just didn't see that suggestion. Yeah, I can use my, what do you call them? My big stamps. My, art foamies. I can use my art foamies on the inside, Eileen. Right? That's what I'll do. I'll use my art foamies on the inside. I've got my jelly plate, my little jelly plate that I can use as my stamp pad. Much easier than using the art foamy. What am I lining it with? This is just the same, oops. It's just the same cotton muslin that I jelly printed. So it's just cotton muslin. It's the same thing that I jelly plated. But it's a little stiffer with the tape on it, so oops. Got a wrinkle. Texture, I got a wrinkle. Ooh. Oops, hold on. Get that again. There we go. Alright, now this last little piece will be the hardest one to make sure I get down, because I've got nothing to hold on to at the other end of it. And I know it doesn't reach. I have a plan. I have a plan. No fears, no fears. It's not supposed to reach. Well, it was supposed to, but it didn't. Alright, so what I'm going to do to fix this right here is, let me turn this under this way so that I can have a little room to work here. I'm just going to take my narrow tape and go along here. No, Sarah, it's not a book. It's just a portfolio. It's just like a fancy file folder. It's just a portfolio to put. So no pages are getting sewn in. It's just a portfolio. Oh, now I should have put, what I should have done is I should have put, where, let's open this up. Sorry, I'm just trying to get the paper off this, the backing off my magnet here. So I'm going to do one in the middle. And then one on each edge. These are just the basic gray magnets. They'll be enough for this project. They'll be strong enough. Oh, rugby. Rugby. Men's rugby. Canada doesn't have a team in the men's rugby. Oh, wait a minute. Where did it go? Oh, it magnetized itself to the other one. And actually, I think I need another row of tape here. should actually put no. Not, it's just a portfolio. I am not sewing signatures into it. It's just like a fancy, like a portfolio, like an artist or a graphic artist has, or an actress has for their headshots. You know what I mean? Portfolio. To throw my loose pages in that I watercolor practice on or whatever. Thank you, Janet. It is very, I love the Dylusions. The nice thing about the Dylusions paints is that even on the fabric, they stayed vibrant. Like, they stayed true colors. A lot of acrylic paints, when you use them on fabric, they absorb so much into the fabric that they lose some of their color, but the Dylusions one stayed pretty true to their color. Yeah, so yeah. Okay. Now I hope they're strong enough to go right through that double layer of fabric, but we shall see, shan't we? I think they are. If not, I'll have to use Velcro. Okay. So there's the inside. See, and now let's do the other part of the So what you do is you find the magnet by putting the magnet on top of it. Then you close it where you want it to close. Yeah, Terry, no you don't. Good idea, an iPad sleeve. Yeah. See, they're plenty strong. I think I'll do these two at the same time to make sure they get lined up properly. There we go. So that one adhere, and then get these two down. There. Okay. There. So what I'm going to do then here on the sides is I'm just going to do a loose, blanket stitch or whatever up the side with some yarn. I've got really nice bright green cotton yarn. So, oh, I just answered that question, Sarah. I'm going to sew up the sides. Hey, Heather. Okay, so, isn't it pretty? Now, I was going to do my black, but I don't know if I want to put my black on there now. I was going to put my Papa Black on there with words, with my word stencil. See, be, live, joy, laugh. I was just going to, what do you think? Should I still put the words on or should I just leave it? What do you guys think? Thank you, Jillian. Thanks, Eileen. Thank you, guys. Yeah, like, I really don't think... The one thing I might like to do, though, is I might like to trace around the circles with blood. No, because I'll ruin it, because I can't draw nice lines. I'm going to leave it, because I don't think I want to ruin it. But I could do my words on the inside. Nah. I'm just going to use my art foamies on the inside, I think. Okay, hold on here. Put all my little thingies away here and grab my, let's see, this 5 by 7 one should be big enough for... Use this jelly pad. Use this for my stamp pad, for my paint, for my art foamies. I really need to put a piece of acrylic in here to put these little Oh, Janet, that is true. Ooh, very true. Eileen goes, shh. That is very true. It might rub off on my art. Good point. Because I don't think I could varnish. I don't think I could varnish over paper. Yeah. I think I'm going to leave it. You're right, Janet. I don't want it to come off on my artwork on the inside. You're right. You think I should put black on the outside? I don't know if I want to. Yeah. I don't know if I want to put the black on the outside. I didn't mean to line up the circles so much, but at least they're not perfectly lined up. There's the back. So now I have to eat. And I have to get paint off me. Look! I've got paint on this whole arm. I've got paint on this arm. Ugh. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it. I think I'm going to leave it. Because I really like it. I really like it the way it is. Yeah, I really like the way it is. So it opens up like that. Now, it's not going to open all the way up. I will leave the yarn kind of loose on the sides, but not really loose. Yeah. Delina, in that instance, oh, okay, I'm going to stop my stream. So thank you everyone for coming. I am going to sew the sides off air because I'll have to have it up to my nose to do that. So no point in having you watch me do that. So thank you all for watching. And if you watch the recording, I hope you fast forwarded through some of it. But this is going to hold my watercolor practice thingies. So this was a coloring book printout from Dover that I printed out on watercolor paper. And then this is a watercolor landscape that I did using my, oh, Eileen, I got my Sargent Art watercolors. I did this with my Sargent Art watercolors. I don't know if you saw that stream or not. I can't remember if you were there that day. And so it's just going to open, and I'm going to be putting inside. So it'll hold up to like 11 by 14. So